We are going to get this thing a rolling. Now, Apocalypse is a map to where we do see some really, really brutal setups that can be here for the blue team. And to be honest with you, I don't know if Verify how well that they are going to be able to break this. They absolutely need to be looking to try and go over towards the south side of the map and break these spawns, try and flip these spawns to the other side. Now, in the meantime, you got to make some decisions though. You got to make sure that, yes, you're going to be able to get time on that first hill, but also, you know, are you going to be giving up enough time? Is it going to be worth it in the rotation on P2? Are you going to be able to hold it back? So far, Primal doing a pretty damn good job.
Yeah, definitely. They're getting good map control in the center there. I honestly thought Verify was going to have the lead there at the beginning. They had somebody on the point, and they had good power positions on the left and right side, looking up mid. But they're not holding it very well here. And big gunfight up the middle there. Looks like Primal just wiped 3 people off the middle of the map. I don't know who exactly was that. I think it was Roman. Great shots there.
Yeah, absolutely. So right now we are going to be on board with Manny, who is going to be trying to hold this off. P2 has popped so far. He is going to be going down. Passion is going to be locking it up here in the middle of the map. He ends up getting picked up as well. So at the moment, looks like that is going to be a potential successful break. There you have it. 3 is going to be the only one that is left up and alive. He doesn't get picked up. So we have seen that flip come through. This is going to be looking really, really good for these guys. Finally going to be getting some time there on the clock. But as soon as I say that,
I think you said that. Yeah, I think you jinxed them.
Yeah. And yeah, they are going to be pushed out. But they do have those, oh no, split spawns are going to be coming on up. So yeah, they're pushed out.
Yeah, it's definitely looking a little bit hairy here, but Primal's still got the lead, and they got decent spawns here, so they just need to push around and get JD out of the JG, that's a tongue twister, out of that back spawn there, but they're not unable to do that. Hopefully they'll just go for the next hard point here. 10 seconds on the current one, so if they can start rotating now, and they just got a fresh spawn right for it, so they can just get set up, get defensive. They're trying to get Versailles and Vex New York City. They're 4 and 5, 4 and 6, they're right there on the point together. They're back to back. They didn't see each other. Force fighting. There we go. Passion picks up the point. Contested.
Yeah. So right now, Manny is going to be rotating back on over. They do have those back spawns up in them. Will be able to defend. Nice job so far being able to get back into the point. And they are going to be able to continue on this domination that we've seen so far. Roman, though, at 10 and 5, he's looking pretty fantastic as well.
Solid frags, yeah.
As you can see, he's getting aggressive, but will get taken down there in the middle of the map. Now, this P3 rotation that's going to be coming on in, it's going to be, I believe, over there at the little broken down temple area. So we should be seeing teams starting to kind of maneuver back over that way here in the next 10 seconds or so.
Seconds.
Roman is going to be that man who is doing that at the moment. And we are going to be seeing Manny as well, looking in for those potential back spawns that are coming up. Nice little spot out here. He's going to be making sure that the rotation is going to be coming on in.
Yeah, probably locking down the point right now. It's going to go 2 seconds here, and we're going to be live on the next point. So they'll get a couple easy points here right off the bat. We've got JG and Vex pushing in from the east side. Primal trying to hold the middle of the point there. Gets 1 frag, 2 frags. Guys, nice picks up by Manny. Awesome stuff, but he's not getting the point. He's going to back up, try to get space. He got a spawn behind him. Now it's nobody's point, but Verify's pushing in from the backside from the temple area, and it looks like they're going to get the middle of the point there.
Yeah, Manny is looking so freaking good right now. Picks up 2, and he is going to be able to lock down the point. His own finally does get taken down, but he's 15 and 9, so he is definitely feeling fantastic.
Carrying his weight for sure.
Absolutely. So yeah, Manny going to be respawning back over here into the backside of the map. I gotta say, Verify doing a great job so far of being able to get that break back onto the hill. They are going to be able to hopefully you know, have the second break coming on in. We are very, very close in terms of our score. 74-74, 5 seconds left here. Manny is going to be holding it down. We're just going to stay on board with this guy right now because he is looking fantastic in this series. There you go. P4 has popped, and more heads are going to be popping. Manny just doing the work.
2 for 1 trade any day. You take that.
Oh, you gotta love it.
He respawns right there next to the point, and they've got fantastic positioning. They've got great gun kills here. This is looking really hard for Verify to get in on this point.
It absolutely is. Nice job there from Tempo, though. He's going to try and set this up. So far, they have been able to lock this down. They need this defense. Not going to be happening. Nice collapse is going to be coming in. That was Roman right there who was able to get that last kill. JG is holding down these back spawns, and that will help him trying to get into the point once again, but
I don't know if that was worth it. 20 seconds left on the point. You got to be looking towards the next one.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, you can be back spawning there, but you need to be start moving around that backside, maybe towards what was it, P3 at that little rock boulder area, because next point here is in the middle. You want to get power positions from that, and Primal is right there on that point. They just need to shift a little bit to the right, and they're on the midpoint.
Yeah. So right now we do see those spawns coming on in, actually going to be favoring Primal right now for the next set of rotations. So they may lose some initial time here on P1 as the second time that's going to be going around, but they are perfectly okay with this right now, Incarnate. I mean, honestly, at this moment, they are going to be able to set up for P2, possibly get a full 60 on it. If they can come down here, contest it a couple of times, hey, all the better.
All the better. And that's one of those things about hardpoint where it might look like one cap point is getting totally blown out of proportion and one team gets a 30-point lead, but the next point, good rotations, you totally cancel that out. And these matches with good teams can be really close and really competitive. And we're seeing that right now where VERIPHY was down 30 points and now they're 122 to 122.
Absolutely. Nice job there from Visatox. Oh my god, names. I gotta swear, dude, it's just killing me. He is gonna be just waiting down here in the ruins. There's a player right on the other side, so he's gonna be getting pushed by 2. This is gonna be perfect if he can clean this up. There's 1 looking for 2, can't quite connect, but Roman back behind him will be able to secure that lane. Now on the other side, we are gonna be seeing a 4-man push gearing up, and actually Tempo, he is going to be on the bleeding edge here as he's flying all the way around. Will be able to catch 1. No, he can't. That's Passion. Who takes him out?
Good stuff from Passion.
That's rough.
If I can hit you with a quick fix-it tip. Apparently your overlay is a little bit misaligned there. I've got who is Nitro and Doc. He's in chat there saying it's a little bit under there. So if we can get that fixed in the meantime. But right now we've got Primal. They're holding down the point. We've got 23 seconds on this hard point. We're going to be rotating next, I think, to Boulder. I forget off the top of my head. I think it might be Boulder. But anyways, they're doing a great job of holding this down. They're getting some rotation set up here for the next point. So they're letting him, Roman, just cap this out for the rest of the 10 seconds here. They're pushing around. Oh, they're going to the shed over there. So we have 1, 2, 3 members of VERIPHY pushing in on that point. They're going to get easy spawns for that. Now Primal's going to push out from mid. They're going to try to work through that building there and try to get into position, but it's going to be difficult. They've got 1 guy in the point, 2 guys behind it. They're getting picked off middle, and it's not looking easy for Primal to get pushed into this point here.
No, but you know, they do have a pretty decent lead so far, 193 points. That is definitely not going to be hurting them whatsoever. So they got some,
no,
you know,
not at all.
They got time. You know, they can make some mistakes. It's not going to be that big of a deal. Tempo is trying to do everything that he possibly can to stay alive. He gets picked up. JG is now on the outside. He will be able to pick up 1 inside the point. So no time is going to be ticking away. Still below that 200 ticket mark. Now we are going to be seeing a couple of players jumping on in. So typically when teams, they get over that 200 ticket mark, point mark, you do have that kind of, well, it's just a downhill spiral for the other guys. See if that's going to be the case. Tempo is going to be fighting on back, though, tooth and nail. 15 and 23 so far. He has kind of struggled there towards the beginning, but picked it up. JG, though, at 28 and 19, he is absolutely beasting it on his side of the map. See if he's going to be able to do any more damage. Nice job there with the Krig, no less, up close, as he is going to be able to clean this out with his teammates. So they have been able to get onto the point. They'll start getting some more points in their back pocket, but let's see how long they can actually hold on to it.
Yeah, it looks like they've got good defensive positions here on the point. We have a push going on the backside here from Primal. Hopefully they can make something of it. They've got to get 2 picks on point. 2 guys are backing off right now. The entry frag goes in. He does not get it. I think you might as well just start getting ready for next point here. 20 points. Not going to be a huge deal if you're Primal. You've got a solid lead. It's okay if you lose 20 more. But you need to get ready for the next point and try to shut this down because you don't want them running away with it, you know?
Yeah, well, you know, they've got to, I think, contest at least once here. Maybe if they can shave off about 10 seconds if they make it now. Oh, no, they're just like, screw it. Oh, yeah, we're just going to hold back. I don't really agree with that a whole lot. I mean, you're leaving 20 seconds left to not make any mistakes. I mean, obviously, if you're able to pick up the kills, that's great, but we'll see if that's going to be the case here. So far, not going to be, as 2:38 left. And that is going to be, what, 8 seconds? Before we see
every point's a second here, so 5 seconds left. Need to get some picks on point right now, but it's not going to happen. I think that's map.
That is going to be it. So congratulations there to Primal taking that first one, 250 to 157.
We go JG picking up tons of frags this game.
Oh, he was.
Well done to him.
Absolutely. Yeah, fantastic job from him. But wasn't enough in the end. Like I said, he was putting up 30 kills there. Just couldn't really make it happen. So unfortunately, we are going to be seeing them losing out. First blood has been drawn.
That's only just first blood, though. Plenty of more maps here to go. So,
it is.
You know,
so,
if you lose one game, it is disheartening at first. I mean, obviously, you want to win that first match. It puts you in a great mental mindset, but you don't have to give up on that, right? You just keep going. You got 3-4 more maps. Fine, make the most of it. You just learn what you did here. Maybe I think if I was to say anything, I think the rotations from Primal were just a little bit more on point, and their entry frags were great. They were getting on point, and they were, you know, killing the enemy team when they needed to get into those points to make sure that even if they weren't, you know, contesting it the whole period of time, they were eventually getting VERIPHY off the point entirely, even if they weren't capping it themselves, and that denies points in the long term, which is great.
Yeah, absolutely. And they just look better on their rotations as well. I mean, they were especially on that P1 to P2 rotation, you know, that right there, you could just soak up so much time in that situation. And that's really a dilemma. I think Apocalypse is I like the map. I like watching games on the map, but it definitely feels, I don't know if you watched or played World War II back in the day for COD, but it definitely feels like the hard point back then where it was super difficult to have to break into those hills. You saw teams being able to run up 50, 60 tickets, you know, or points on one hill, you know, it seemed like, and that's kind of what Apocalypse is to me. I mean, that's what it kind of feels like.
Just lost the party there. So I agree with that. I think that's partially due to the map. I think the map itself, I had a terrible experience, or maybe it's a good experience. I don't know exactly what everybody likes, but they had a 10v10 mosh pit mode for a while, and that was just a painful experience on Apocalypse. Not that this is at all 10v10s, but it kind of highlights, accentuates these flaws in the map. And there's these long sight lines, like in the backside of the map between the truck and the P2 point, where there's no cover, and it's just not fun to play against. Up mid, it has got that single truck, and then there's this huge power position up in the temple, and that's just not fun to play against. And you know, this is one of the things that good players will account for that, but it certainly makes coming back and getting power positions and you know, helping your team is much more complex when you have to consider all these, I don't want to say map flaws, but spots on the map where it's just their power positions, and you just need to know how to work around them, and that makes things more difficult depending on how more powerful the position itself is. And this is one of those things where, again, the map itself is maybe not the best map. I mean, everyone says, oh, the old Call of Duty maps are better, or they were worse, or whatever. But I think the TTK in Cold War also does not help too much. No. It's harder to get entry frags when you have to pick off one guy and then move to the next guy, right? Because you want to trade in. You want to kill at least one guy. And if you've got two people looking at that entrance, and they can team shoot you for two people for your one shot with your one gun, and you're trying to kill at least one of them, it's difficult. It's harder to get in on points. So it really makes it so you have to talk with your teammates and coordinate when you're pushing in, when you're pushing out, and making sure that you're, even if you don't get the frag, that you're trading in as much damage as you can, and they're picking up that damage.
And that's a really good point too. And we've talked about that in some other matches that I've cast. You know, you've got to be getting those kills. You have to be getting those kills in places where it matters as well. So you're talking about making sure that you can trade out those kills, you know, when you're pushing in, but also you need to make sure that if you are getting a high kill game, it has to be on an objective that actually makes sense, right? You can't just be doing it willy-nilly around the map. You know, maybe if you're spawn trapping them, yeah, I totally see that. But a lot of times you see these players, they fall into this trap of, oh my God, I'm getting all these kills. Yeah, but are you getting time? You know, are you getting on the control point? Are you getting onto the bomb? Are you getting where it actually matters? A lot of times it's not the case. So, but our next map is going to be on Raid for S&D. This is absolutely classic map, and one that everybody knows how to play it by now. It's one of my favorite maps to watch. I think it's one of the most balanced maps for all of the game types that we have. And I don't know if that's just because everybody plays it so much, so they figured out the quirks of it like really early on, or what. But
I think that's definitely part of it for sure.
Yeah. So, back on Raid S&D, I'm really curious to see how these teams are going to be shaping on up. Again, I haven't seen any of these players before, so this is all new to me. But right now, Primal, they're definitely in the lead, 250 to 157. They were able to take that last map. We'll see if they can take that momentum into that S&D, or will VERIPHY be able to kind of, fight back a little bit, get, stop the bleeding, so to say, and kind of make this their game.
Well, and one thing I wish I had noted earlier as we get into the second match here, I don't want to take too much time, but definitely looking at KDs, even though KD is not everything, obviously you want to kind of pan out exactly what you're doing with those kills. But if your one team has a higher average KD, that's really important in hardpoint. But here in Search and Destroy, it's a different game, but it's a different style. So you don't need to get all the kills if you get the right objective play and you get the right timing.
Oh, is he getting that wall bang?
Oh, he was.
Oh, man. That was almost amazing, but unfortunately not going to be able to connect. He does get the information, though, so at least he knows. But
or he didn't know. People can rotate quick here. There we go. He's pushed on mid, and he's dead.
Yeah, and that's going to be Primal.
That was the round.
Yeah, that was it.
All those just happened in a couple seconds there. Wow.
Yes, it did. Yeah, and you know that's one of the things on Raid. It can go so fast. These rounds can just trade out so incredibly quickly. Manny here was doing some work. He did get the first blood, and he was able to clean up, I think, that last player as well. So, yeah, Manny, a beast in the hardpoint and a beast here in S&D. Let's go ahead on board with Manny. Actually, he's 2-0.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, S&D. I mean, 2-0 doesn't seem like a lot in other game modes, but here, where you get 2 picks out of 4 teammates on the enemy team, I mean, that's huge. That's half the team. So we got a push for deep here. Gets a pick right up mid. Awesome.
Oh yeah, that's beautiful stuff right there. You've got to love it right now. If you're Primal being able to get those first bloods, it helps so much.
It's huge.
In being able to position yourselves, being aggressive. As you can see right now, they are just looking fantastic. Let's see where the aggression is going to be coming in at. Visitox right now. He is going to be able to push this. Nice, gets the second kill. He knows there's going to be one in court. Not quite going to be spotting him out. Actually, where is the second and third? The third one is up in money, but Visitox is going to be able to hear him.
He's looking the wrong direction.
Get him with the last one. Oh, man. Visitox doing some work.
Wow.
Looking fantastic.
That's one of those situations, right, where if you're the team that's defending and you're down a person before they even plant, that I don't know if holding your position is the right choice there, because you just need to get in. You need to get that trade on a frag so you can get in there and equal it out, because they ended in a situation where, you know, you've got a bomb planted against you, you're down one person, and you have no power position near that point. I mean, Primal went in there and they held everything. They had every single angle covered. That's really hard to get intro frag into when you're down a person.
I agree. I want to stay on board with Manny here just to see. He only got the first blood initially in that last one, but I do want to see what he's going to be able to get, because if we can see some streaks maybe developing on Primal.
What is this, the angle right through the fern?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Oh, man.
Well, as soon as I say that, it is going to be JG getting that first blood. Visitox, though, answers back with 2 of his own. JG right now, he's getting pressure. Is he going to be able to hold this off?
Even if he does, I mean, VERIPHY's got no map control right now. You've got Primal spreading out between mid, the right side here by the pool, and they've got someone watching their flank in the bank area, the money area. It's not looking good because you need to get out and spread out, but you can't do that when you're 2 people. And that is a really hard position to maybe you can get a pick off here. Nope.
JG
now they know where you are. I mean, that's just not good.
Well, it is a 2v3.
You got to make a move from here.
So it's definitely not out of the wheelhouse here for these guys to make it happen. JG is going to survive there with a little bit of damage, so he's backing on up. And we will be seeing him just playing this super slow. Remember, VERIPHY, they're the ones that are going to have to be making this move. They are on the attacking side. So 26 seconds left.
And now he's down a player as well. He's got no teammates. He's lone. They know where he is. It's 3v1. He doesn't have bomb control. He doesn't have site control. And that's going to be the round.
That's rough. You know, he was getting a lot of damage in, just not converting it into kills.
Right. And part of that's just, you know, this Call of Duty game in particular. And part of that is good positioning, good,
nice.
managing where your body. Look at that. See, that should have been an easy trade in.
He picks up the trophy as well. Dude, I love that.
Extra 50 points towards your score streak. Might as well, right?
But those guys who just have that just snap factor is insane. I love it. I absolutely love it.
And you need to be able to get those trade ins. You know, if you die, your teammate needs to pick that up. And that was a huge flaw there. If you're busting into a point and you can't get the trades, you're not going to get anywhere.
Well, Visitox right now has the hot hand. He's 5-1 with a 4 streak going on. And we'll see if he can convert this into any more. So far, he did get that hit marker initially with that nade. So we'll see. Oh, no, he's just pushing straight up past mid right now.
Yeah, I love the hyper aggression. That's always nice to see in Search and Destroy.
It is going to be a 2v4, though, but Visitox is going to be able to take that down to 3. Looking for
VERIPHY, trade that out. No!
Oh, he's going to make it 3!
Oh, come on!
Give him nice! Visitox now down to a 1v1.
That should not have happened, folks. That was insane. Visitox is just going off this game. He knows where the bomb is, so he knows he can take his time. He's got 40 seconds to work with. I think he's just gonna work his way around the map and see if he can kind of pull VERIPHY's position out.
If he gets this last kill, that is going to secure them. It will secure them the streak. So they'll be fully streaked out here with a 4-0 advantage in rounds. And honestly, he's going to be hyped as hell. Now they are going to be able to hear, I believe. Yeah.
He should have heard footsteps.
Oh, but does he get him? No, he falls down.
He's in the water.
So he's going to be able to survive. Is he getting chased?
He is.
Yes, he is. He is down on the ground. Does he know it, though? He doesn't get the punch. Will get taken down. So only one streak going in. VERIPHY able to come out. I don't know how they lost it as bad there initially, but they do end up taking the round win, stopping this momentum that we've seen.
Trade here. This should not have been. I mean, that was great play to him. No props. Not trying to take away any credit there, but when you're a team, you need to make sure one man does not run through 3/4 of your team, and that's scary.
No doubt.
That was a great pull out. They pulled it together at the end there, but oh man, that's spooky stuff.
It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. All right, so JG, we're going to be on board with him.
Speaking straight up mid.
Actually, we're going to be moving on over here to Versailles. And he is going to be making his way over here towards that A side of the map. He's going to have the bomb in hand, so they know that there's going to be a guy up in laundry. Passion will be able to pick up tempos. Nice job here from Versailles, though. He does get traded out, so that is not going to be good for them as bomb is down. Now it's going to be all up to JG in a 1v3, and he does get picked up.
I jinxed it. Somebody jinxed it. Oh. I think this is a, like I was saying earlier at the beginning of this match, you know, kills on everything is certain to destroy, but I might be wrong here. I think maybe hardpoint was an indicator for this match just going the way it is.
Well, it's really weird, you know, because sometimes we do get teams that are just not that great on, you know, respawn style maps. But other times, you know, we just get like an absolute beast team who is going to be able to just go through all 3 maps, and it's looking like Primal is going to be that team right now. VERIPHY really struggling at the moment to get anything going on. Honestly, I really think that it should probably be a 5-0 at this moment, but we'll see if that's going to be the case. Manny, though, is going to be all alone in this 1v1. Will be able to take him down with the Diamante, but that's VINCETOX.
He gets
streak, taking him down.
A friendly kill streak.
And VINCETOX also gets picked up. So Passion now, last man alive in a 1 versus 3.
He does have bomb control, that's good, but enemies know where he is now. He's got to move. He's got to get out where he is right now. Got to do it quick. Takes the gunfight, wins the gunfight, gets shot in the back. VERIPHY pulls out another map win, or a round win rather.
You know, you got to say, like, maybe this is just, you know, 1 round at a time. They're going to be able to get this thing going. But honestly, though, I mean, VINCETOX, he doesn't get that, you know, kill with the artillery. I think this is a totally different round. But, you know, sometimes it's those types of swings, you know, it might tilt the other team. I don't think it will, but it might. VINCETOX right now is at 10-3. And we'll see what he's going to be doing right here off of the break.
Funds out start.
Ooh, nice. We do see first blood coming on in. Second one following up for VERIPHY. So now down to a 2 versus 3. And VINCETOX as well as Roman, they are going to be playing very passive right now. Maybe figuring out where that bomb is going to be heading at. Looks like he is going to be over on the A side.
Yeah, and we've got 3 members there from VERIPHY. 2 members from Primal pushing up mid. And they're both together, so maybe they can trade one in, one out. But you have to do it quick. Now their position's blown. They're going to try to rotate the backside here, but we've got 1 player already in a head glitch. Stemtex in, pre-fire in the corner. Teammates that goes down. Okay, it's a 1v2. It's doable, but he's got 22 seconds.
Roman right now, he is looking for those last couple of players. He finds
needed that
one.
pickup right there. No.
Little by little, Incarnate.
Little by little, they're coming back. They're coming back. We spoke too soon.
They're making it happen. So now to a 3-4, still in favor right now of Primal. I honestly, I still think that they're in control of this game, but VERIPHY, they are definitely making their comeback known. See if they can.
They're not going down without a fight. You
right.
don't want to go down without a fight.
Absolutely.
So I'm glad we're seeing a match out of this, 100%.
So right now we're going to be on board with JG. They're going to be on the defensive side. Looks like it's going to be a heavy B push coming on in. JG already ready and waiting with that Krig. We'll be able to get that initial damage down. Spots out 2, gets 1. First blood now onto VERIPHY. Second one, JG is going to be locking it down.
Well, he's immediately put his team into a 4v2 situation. VERIPHY has no reason to lose this map, or rather this round whatsoever. They just need to play their positions, hold them strong. If somebody gets picked on the right side, maybe Prime will make a push towards A, that you still have 3 people up, and you make a coordinated push towards A. This should be an easy win.
Yeah, I mean, 50 seconds left. This is going to be pretty tough. You don't need to be doing stupid stuff like that.
No,
potentially going down. It does look like we have maybe a play coming in from Visitox. He's going to be rotating over here towards that A side, but I think he's going to get spotted out. Does look like Vex will end up getting picked up over onto that B side of the map. So, no, they didn't spot this. They didn't spot it. Visitox.
He was laying prone. I guess he just missed it. Free plant for sure.
So this is going to extend that timer out. And it's going to actually put the control. Oh, no!
Oh, he turned on him so hard.
Visitox,
that should not be happening.
Stop it, man. Give him a chance. Oh my God. He's now the last man alive, Incarnate.
But he's got bomb control. He's got positioning. He's making aggressive peeks. That's a little bit scary. They know where he is now. You could have played time here.
They're defusing.
Been a little bit cautious.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
I was going to say they're jumping on the defuse, but I like that, just kind of doubling up. I think that they probably could have held him back for that defuse, but either way, VERIPHY.
They got the round.
Man, they're tying it up 4-4. That's 3 rounds in a row now that they have been able to take from these guys.
That's one of those things where maybe there was some mental momentum that went on there, and I don't know, maybe Primal got a little bit cocky. Maybe they got a little bit ahead of themselves and they just started slacking. You know, you get that TK with a score streak, you're like, no big deal.
Yeah.
It's a big deal now. It's a 4-4 game.
And you gotta love those 2 initial kills coming in from GJ or JG.
That helps so much in the beginning of a round. When you get 2 picks, you can go anywhere on the map.
Absolutely.
That is, the world is your oyster.
Well, I mean, it just completely stalls out any kind of push that we were going to be seeing potentially from Primal there. You know, in that instance, they had to make that slow play. He is going to be working on streaks as well. He's on 5, so gets 2 more. Should be able to lock down that artillery. We'll see if that's going to be the case here, but he is going to be playing on the outside. We are going to be having, oh my God, look how aggressive number 5 is right now. Visitox, and he is pissed.
I don't know if that was, I mean, that was the right play for Primal 100%. VERIPHY didn't move at all. They are all in this corner here, and I guess Primal knows it, right? They have a guy in their spawn. They know everyone is in this building. Yeah, they know they have to go to B. They have 50 seconds to make a decision, get a frag, and get moving, but they're going to have to go through a fight one way or another now.
I think Versace knows this. He's just staring right now here in the backside.
He's just waiting. He's hungry.
No, Visitox is going to go the wrong way. He's going to go right into it. Does he spot him to the left? Yes, he gets spotted. He zips out. No, he's going to go down.
No, what did he do?
We see a push coming in from the front as well. Manny and Passion both going to be able to pick up a kill.
Okay.
So now down to a 1 versus 3, all up to Versace, and he is going to be able to pick up 1.
There he goes.
Okay,
so that did not play out at all how I thought it would, but it worked out, right? Primal had positions. They knew where they were. I think if you were verifying this situation, though, you probably want to go back to your spawn, right? I mean, you got that pick off in the back there. Of course, they didn't know that. That happened at the same time. But,
Versace, got it. Thank you, Kyle. Appreciate it, man. You know, my names are not great. That's just it. You can go through 10 years of my cast and sit there and go, oh my God, he's destroying names.
I remember those Battlefield 4 Brazilian names would throw everyone for a loop. So we've definitely seen weirder names. It's fine.
Oh, dude, I don't even want to
see the trophy up mid here. Craig peeking mid. No one from mid with Primal. They're pushing right for A. They get a pick off.
Yeah. 2 already down. So
this
right
is
now,
good for Primal.
Yeah, Manny getting
and
aggressive.
This is last point, right?
Yep, this is it. Versace, last one left up alive.
Yeah. Put the pressure on him. Put the camera. Cast his curse. Gets a pack. Okay, that's 1. Knows where he is. Peeks again.
This is doable.
Peek. It's very doable.
No way he does.
That was not the wisest peek from Primal. You gotta just stick together, buddy system or something. Battle buddies.
That's right, battle buddies, but not going to be the case here. 1v1. He's not looking the right way. He's going to be able to get the spot. Oh, so close, but he can't make it happen. Primal take it in a 6-4 fashion. Wow, that
was a great match. It was, and we counted it kind of early, and we said, "Oh, this is gonna be a blowout." We're looking at it like a 4v1 at the beginning, after 5 rounds, and it almost ended up a 5v5 with a 1 round to go.
Yeah, he probably shouldn't have re-challenged that one, but
no,
I mean, in the end,
that is a scary head glitch right there. You do not want to be peeking that when your whole full body is showing and they've got a little section of their forehead and they've already hit you. I don't know if I would have made that peek. Of course, you say that now, 2020 vision, right?
Oh, absolutely.
It's always hindsight. That's easier.
Yeah, that's one of the things that is you gotta remember as a caster, you know, yeah, you see things that they are just not
Sure.
going to.
Of
But
course. Yeah.
you know, hey, props to them. They look fantastic. They are going to
Yes.
be up now. I believe this is going to be 2-0. So they are feeling pretty damn good about themselves. And yeah, I mean, we're going to be heading on over to Garrison Control, which honestly, right now with the aggression that we're seeing coming out from Primal, I'm absolutely picking them for taking Garrison. It's just it's one of those maps to where you can push them all the way into the back of the map, and you can pin them there, hold them there. And there's absolutely nothing they can do. You know, especially if you're on the defensive side, you can pretty much just dominate them in their back spawns, and it's just pointless. Like you just run out of time.
Yeah. I think any game mode where it's not search and destroy, you're gonna have that issue with Garrison. I mean, Garrison is just the spawns on that map are funky. There's a lot of open space to just get shot in your spawn, and it's hard to push out of your spawns. So we'll see how they're able to make this work. I don't know. I think there is definitely room to play, you know, a bit slower, like how VERIPHY seems to be playing, and a little bit faster, like Primal seems to be playing. There's definitely room for both play styles, but it's a matter of team coordination, getting to that control, and seeing what you can do with it, how you hold it. It's going to be a little bit scary.
Yeah, well, you know, and another thing too with Control is that it is kind of that hybrid map. You know, you have a little bit of S&D in a sense that you have to, you know, control, or you have a certain amount of lives, and you have that kind of hard point sense that you have to make sure that you're getting onto the point and capping it out. So yeah, there's definitely some mixtures in how that's going to be going. I think I need to just back out of this before it will sleep lobby. Yeah, there we go. Game session is not joinable.
Oh, the joys of Cold War.
Oh, we're in.
I have had. Oh, why did that work and say it didn't work?
I don't know. I don't know.
Interesting.
We do not question such things.
No, we don't.
We just accept them and move on. That is it.
Fine by me.
But yeah, I think
so going to Garrison, yeah.
I think Garrison here is going to be a map for Primal. I think this is looking like a 3-0, buttoning up. VERIPHY, they needed to get that S&D at the very least, just to kind of get some momentum underneath themselves. Try and at the very least, you know, get some good vibes going. You know, because I mean, it sucks going down 0-2, going into.
Okay, I'm gonna root for the underdog here. I'm gonna say VERIPHY just needs to warm up a bit, and they're warmed up. They had their comeback in Search and Destroy, so we'll see what they do. I think this is gonna be a close match, though. Even if they don't win, maybe they get 3-0'd, but I think it's gonna be the closest match we got yet. I hope they're feeling fresh. They're finally warmed up. They shook off the dust, and maybe we'll see some tight plays here on capture point.
We'll see if that's gonna be the case. We're gonna be on board though with Manny. He's probably one of my favorite players so far in the lobby. Vizitox also doing a fantastic job in that last one. But Manny here, definitely doing some good first bloods. Looks like Roman is going to be that man to do it this time. So they are going to be able to potentially get control of top green. Manny, though, is going to be contesting it. No, will not pick it up. That's going to be Versace able to take him down. So they've got to love that so far. But that B side, man, it is looking awfully blue at the moment.
It is, and VERIPHY's got one man on the backside there, but he's actually alive a lot longer than I thought he'd be. Didn't jinx him until now, but at least he traded out. VERIPHY's going to try to make maybe a push towards A. Looks like they get the respawns for A, but they're just not getting the picks right now. They're not getting the frags.
No, and this is what I was talking about before. It's a brutal map to be on because it can really turn into some spawn traps. B is going to be completely capped. We see him now rotating back over for the A defense, which I absolutely agree with. They need to make sure that they're going to be able to hold on to this. Passion and Vizitox both going to be able to pick up kills of their own. So they are going to be able to delay this push into that radar position. But for how long are they going to be able to make it happen as we see some flanks coming in? Nice job from Primal.
Yeah, that was a good push there on the backside. Definitely caught him off guard. See some picks up mid here. Maybe? Nope. Just barely can get away.
Oh, look at this.
The kill feed is looking all blue on red right now.
Passion. No, don't do it to him, Passion. He finally does get taken down. I was like, that would just be...
if he got that pick, oh,
so rough.
Embarrassing.
But yeah,
there we go. We got Roman just getting 2 frags right there. The whole kill feed, the entire team of VERIPHY just died. That's not good.
And
you don't want to see
even
that.
if they weren't able to get this cap, I mean, we're talking about 22 lives to 6 now.
It's looking a little bit rough.
Yeah,
a little bit rough.
You know.
Well, and okay, so that was actually the side I would have kind of pegged Verify to be stronger on, because they definitely maybe don't have the aggression, but they could have had the advantage there, kind of playing defensively.
Well, I mean, the defense side on just about every control map is probably considered the best side to have. So you would assume, yeah, that they would had a much better time there.
Yeah.
You know, not seeing that, it's kind of scary.
Kind of a little bit more than kind of scary, I think. I think we're looking at grim to terrifying here.
Yeah, and Vex, poor Vex over here, he's 0-6 at the moment, so he hasn't even been able to get a kill on the board. That's some rough times.
Definitely rough. I think there's two big games. You got your, your actual what's happening in the game. You got your mental game. If you're going 0-6, if you're going 3-6, you're not thinking too clearly in your head.
No.
Even if you feel like you're consciously clear, it's definitely having a subconscious effect there. And again, the whole kill feed right now, the entire team of Verify just got wiped.
Yeah, they did drop a single
They're
body.
all in spawn now. They're gonna get spawn trapped, just like you said pre-round. This is gonna be rough to get out of.
Passion right now, he is going to get taken down, but they are all up in their business. Romans has pushed, he's actually pushed out into their spawn basically on the truck. Like, this is the furthest push that I've seen somebody in a while.
He's ready, he's got the trophy, he's just holding the corner. He doesn't get the frag, but definitely delayed the team and he trades out.
Well, you know, in this situation, it doesn't really matter if you get a whole lot of kills off of this. Obviously, you want to trade out effectively, but I mean, honestly, what you're looking for at this point is just wasting time. You're just wasting that clock. And eventually, it's going to get to the point to where it doesn't matter what the kills are, what the lives are. They're just not going to have time.
I definitely think they've definitely wasted the clock here very thoroughly.
Oh my God, Manny.
And they've gotten a lot of kills along the way, too. I don't know. I mean, kills might not be everything, but they're definitely doing a lot right now.
You know, there comes a point in time to where, you know, kills, like you said, they don't necessarily mean, you know, whether a team's going to win or lose, but there does come a point in time to where, yeah, it's, if you're not getting kills, well, you're just not going to win the game.
And to add on to that, if you're not getting kills trying to get out of your spawn, you're definitely not getting kills.
Well, Tempo here, he's going to be able to cap 2 ticks on A, which is definitely not something that we would see typically in this situation. Possibly a third. I think they're just extending. They're playing with their food at the moment as 3 players will be lining up for Primal. Yeah, he gets taken down.
Where are your mothers? Don't play with your food.
And that, I think, is going to be it. Maybe they can touch this B site. No, I don't think they can. 2 seconds left. That is going to be that. So 2 rounds to 0 in this control. Primal, they're on match point to be able to close this out in a 3-0 sweep. They're looking fan-freaking-tastic, and Visitox here able to pick up those 2 kills right in the back. And again, it came down to the spawn traps. They're just being able to sit back here and constantly kill them off of each of these waves. And you know, even though they did have 1 leak out, and it was looking pretty interesting there for a while. Sure. Honestly, I don't think that they were that worried. Even if the time did extend, they were so far up in the lives that it was going to go their way anyways.
Yeah, I think when you're that much of a deficit in lives, I think maybe you just need to be thinking about the next round, thinking what you're doing. So we'll maybe see if they thought about anything here, what they can do better, worse, what they could avoid. Yeah. They need to get the frags, obviously, but they also just need to get positioning on the points.
Well, Passion is going to get that first blood. Passion has had a really good game so far in this map. He's looked really fantastic.
I mean, we can talk about that. We can also talk about how Verify had nobody kind of defending A, and they've just walked onto the point.
Well, you know, yeah, typically, you know, you do see more of a heavy B push, but honestly, at this point in time, they're needing to just flood in these players from somewhere. I mean, they're not winning their 1v1s. Well, you see that one actually getting won, but Visitox does end up going down.
We see Passion killing Manny. That's a one-sided 1v1.
Well, what else are you gonna do, man? Come on.
Well, again, we still play with their food. They made a comeback on Search and Destroy. It's possible here. We've seen a double kill right there. See what they can work with it. Yeah.
Picks up 2. They're gonna be able to stop this B zone, but we do see A now getting taken over. So Manny is gonna be getting contested.
Oh, good pre-semtex there.
Versace is going to be able to still hold on to this B side. 2 ticks are going to be in Bravo, so they can pretty much close this out. They can get all bodies on it. But Versace is not going to be saying die yet. He will be able to cause some havoc, but it's not going to be enough. JG is now the last man alive. They have pushed back these players pretty much to the back of the map, but they are going to be making their way up to top green. They are going to be able to get through that trench, and that might be spelling the end here. We'll see.
Indeed, we will. Ooh, You gotta win those gunfights. I don't know what else to say. I just see that the guy come out of the corner, he pops up, and he loses the gunfight.
Yeah,
especially when you're losing B. It's second away 2 here from getting capped, and then it's just all that pressure's on A, and A is not. Oh, she capped it. Kill streak's coming in. This is not looking too good.
Now, Roman is going to be able to pick up at least 1 off of those kill streaks. Manny, he's picking up 1 with that MP5, does get taken down. JG trying to fight from outside of his spawn. It's not going to be happening yet. We do see number 6 there. That was going to be, I think, Vex, able to pick up at least 1.
That's good. And JG's got point control here, so hopefully he can get his team to kind of back him up. Maybe one person watches the spawn, everyone else watching the point here. If they can stall this out, they might have a chance here, but they got to make sure that they don't over-rotate like they're doing now.
Nice.
They lost control on point.
Nice.
Good pickup. Good.
Oh,
where was his teammate? What happened
there? I don't know, but that is unfortunate. He was able to pick 2, trying to come on in. A is going to be getting capped with that second tick. Passion is going to be able to help out his teammates. So spawns are going to be coming in, trying to anyways, but they are going to be getting picked away. And I think the problem now is that they're just going to be coming in 1 at a time, and they're not going to be able to make
you're just trickling in, of course.
Oh, come on. That's just some DM right there,
Don't do that, boys.
Could have ended
or
it
girls.
out
I don't care
life.
who, but you don't do that.
No, they went in for the melee
Oh, the
kill.
assassination. You don't. No.
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
So
okay,
that
well,
is going to be a 3-0 win there for Primal.
that it is. That it is.
Making it look easy. Congratulations to them, and you can see Roman there at the end.
There was.
Yeah, he just locked it.
I think JG definitely led his team there, and he was trying as hard as he could, but he just didn't have the team support, and